never stop. And we shot from the top. We're gonna be two hearts running wild. We're gonna be. We're gonna be two hearts running wild.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Welcome to the Armory. Welcome to Full Time Sports Network. Welcome to X. Hope everyone is doing well. Welcome to the Arsenal versus Man City match preview. Hope everyone's having a great day. Big up to people already in the chat saying, what is your prediction for the bout? Pain. Anyone get the reference? I'm sure Brenny will. I haven't got a clue. Anyone? I don't. No, I don't get the reference, mate. Big up to Cole. I'm just going to say good afternoon, Bobby, on this amazing, wonderful day. I'm guessing Doncaster have won with the way he's put that. Let's just have a double check. I'm guessing they have. Let's just double check. I'm sure you can only be happy for one reason. Yeah, Donny have won. Oh, Chris is not going to be a good mood. I've just seen Carlisle score now. So yeah. Hope you're doing well, Cole. Just give Liverpool the league already and stop wasting people's time. Did you see that game? I didn't. Obviously, I've heard that there's some controversy once again, but look, it is what it is. The whole notion of just giving Liverpool the league is wrong, in my opinion. We've dropped points. We haven't done our job. I don't really care about any other team and how they do. We're not doing our job, so that's the bit that I worry about. Temmie saying evening, Geek saying evening, Temmie, chat, Bobby and the crew. Yeah, my PB should be with me shortly, hopefully. The intro makes me realise how far we've fallen attack-wise. Only Saka can chat to our greats. Here is my pod brother as well. We'll bring him in for sure. That is for sure. Evening to Simba. Hope you're doing well. And we're not winning tomorrow because our attacks is like a week something. Hopefully Brenny can sort his cat because currently he's on a white camera. So I'm hoping he can sort that out. Chris, good evening, mate. Hope you were well. Fantastic day. Yeah, I had a feeling you would not be a happy bunny today. Good evening. Hope you are doing well. And hello to everyone in the chat. Big up to Dean. Reference was Rocky 3. Which one's Rocky 3? Is that Dolph Lundgren one? Is that the one? Actually, this is the perfect time to bring Brenny in because Brenny will know. Hello, Bren. How you doing?
You all right? Yeah, all right. I'm good. Yeah, I heard that. What's that? About Rocky.
Hang on, I'll go back to the start. Hang on. So it's this one. So, what is your prediction for the bout? Pain. Is that?
Oh yeah, that's No. That's Clubber Lang, Mr. T, Rocky Free.
Okay, got you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, it's
I do
Rocky Free.
remember. I remember Rockies, and I've watched them all, but I just don't remember which one's which.
Yeah,
That's the bit I get confused by.
yeah.
Doncaster won. Rashford is, it's a great day. Cole's loving today. I was watching Liverpool's game mostly. Well, at least you had something to cheer you up then, mate. Never a penalty ever in a million years. Stevie Wonder could have seen that. Only controversy was it wasn't a penalty on Gakpo. That's it, says Chris. Give me a Jimenez alone at this point. Thank you, Mr. Mohammed. He said Mr. T. Liverpool controlled the game well. Statement win. It's Mr. T1. Brenny's back. We might just have a chance against City. Well, let's hope it doesn't also fail. So we'll wait and see on that. Brenny, 4 points. Still can't get over Anthony Joshua's knockout loss to the boy. Well, to be fair, he's a very good boxer. Now I've actually seen him. He is a very good boxer.
So I'm sorry, Bobby. I'm trying not to laugh up to the challenge, all right? So
yeah. Well, how are you feeling for tomorrow's game? I know you don't get nervous, but
not anymore. Jeez, man. Well, before I do, I want to apologise to everyone in the chat. I've been fighting with this laptop, and it was slower than Arsenal on the counter attack at the moment. So I do apologise, But it's I see a very open game tomorrow where I don't see us winning it, but I don't see us losing it.
Okay. More confident than I am, I'll be honest.
Because City, what will help us is that City wherever they go, right? They don't go, they don't visit any ground with a low block unless you're going back to 2006. Yeah, so it'd be an open game, but I feel that if we were to score early, I feel we'll probably just try and hold on. But I'm disappointed because when in anything you want to do where in football you'd feel with the window, I appreciate we've been following yourself and in terms of what's been happening in the January window, but things will happen, but you haven't said not necessarily everything will go over the line. So I thought, well, hold on a minute, if I was Mikel Arteta, right, I'd be let's just check these fixtures that we got, for this month. It's going to be quite a tough month. And then you look at it, and you think, oh, I've got no Saka. Oh, Jesus, he's out now. And then you think, and then anyone else, even on planet Uranus, would think, you know what? Let's act quickly. Act quickly. And I thought if we could get a couple of players in before this game in particular, it would just, I said it already in the chat, said it to you. It would have just given everyone a lift, and I would have said, you know what, we're battering City tomorrow.
Yeah, look, we tried at the beginning of the window. The market just wasn't moving. The value was just ridiculous for some people. So you have to move on. And I did say everything would start happening in the third week of the window, which kind of has. For us, it's just frustrating. Like, obviously, Santiago Jimenez is going to AC Milan. And I've asked Nick and I've asked G privately, why on earth? Because all the data, all the scouts positive about Santiago. Why doesn't Mikel not want to go for it? It's 30 million quid. It's the price of Eddie for Santiago Jimenez. There is no comparison. Santiago Jimenez is a very good striker.
Yeah.
And for 30 million quid, was he 23 as well? He's not even that old.
No, he isn't. So I just don't understand.
No, question marks are going to be on top of his head for me still at the moment because I just don't get it.
Yeah, neither do I.
I saw that he said in his press conference on Friday, it's out of my hands. It's not out of his hands. It's his blooming decisions.
Exactly.
Because trust me, if it was Josh, we would have Osimhen in the team. We would have lots of players that, were available. We could have got, but Mikel just doesn't want these type of players. So it is what it is. I feel that if Arsenal are very confident on someone tomorrow, obviously the news won't break until probably after the game because just the way journos do. They will probably pass it on to the players just to give them a little bit of a boost. Say, look, this person's coming in the week, because the players will know, which is why I think. Obviously, I didn't want to talk about Aiden, but I'm going to now.
Yeah.
But obviously, Aiden's left to go to United. It's because he knows our plan for centre backs, so he knows there's no path's dead to him. So he's going to have to go, and I hate the fact that he's going, and I hate the fact they're going to United as well at the moment.
Likewise.
But it is what it is. I'm going to go through the comments. I'm going to quickly talk about Ollie a little bit because I think people are a little bit bemused by the situation at the moment. I will get. All right. No way Williamson can survive a 5-1 beating at home when bottom 2. Surely not. Yeah. Obviously, I've just seen the score now, and I didn't think you'd get battered, but I did think you'd lose to Swindon. But yeah, he surely can't survive now. Well, I do think Brenny needs to name his laptop Marino now, personally.
Yeah, I think I should.
Nothing is slower than Marino, Temi, not even us now going through treacle.
Pascal Segon.
Yeah, true. Carlisle played well till we conceded the first goal before half-time. Carlisle, Dan Butterworth, I liked him. Of all people, basically said, if you to Paul Simpson way of treating him, we collapsed after that. Rumour has it Marino lost 100 million race against the blimp going into a headwind.
Yeah.
Very good.
Oh, he cannot start tomorrow.
Arsenal fans need to stop accepting that the club's PR of "oh well, we tried." There's no excuses for it under massive pressure.
I agree, Chris. I agree.
Anyway, regardless of results today, totally agree. And look, it's not a case of we tried and that's that. Yeah. We're doing. This is the thing. Certain things have to fall into place for us to do what we need to do, and you can see what Villa are doing this weekend. Obviously, there's quite clearly something there's something clearly happening at Villa, quite clearly, because obviously Rashford's going, Asensio's going. They're now looking at a striker from Nice, 23-year-old, can't think of his name, Guzend or something like that. Why are they looking at Rashford, Asensio, and a 23-year-old striker if Watkins isn't going? Make of it what you want, but I will talk about him in a little bit. I decided to do Liverpool review today. F Carlisle, they can wait till tomorrow. Don't blame you. I love the fact 100%. That they're going United. Well, I know you do. I will always support Chido. Obviously, I wish him all the best. Apart from when he plays against us, that's the only time I don't want him to do well.
Exactly.
But Aiden is a loss as well, to be honest. I know a lot of people all of a sudden come out, oh, he's not very good anyway. Really? That's why he's going to United? Really?
Bobby.
Yes, mate.
Sorry, can I just, before you go on, can I just say something, please? I've never talked about this before, but do you feel that since we've been fans since we were kids, when we were kids, we loved talking about the academy in school. We loved talking about the youth that was coming through. We loved it.
Yeah.
It was big conversation, in school and players coming through. And then obviously in our early years, it was the same thing. Do you feel now, because I've noticed that with a lot of other channels out there, we don't talk about the youth academies like we used to. Do you agree with that?
Oh yeah, 100%. I like to talk about it when there's something to talk about. Like obviously we're talking about Lennon yesterday possibly joining our academy, because for me that's important news, because our academy to me is important. Obviously I know it is to you, but not everybody. So that's why I'm being very careful how I say it. But it is important to me. And it's hard to see Aiden leaving, Chido leaving, because they don't see paths. And that's the important thing. Like Aiden's been given the number 26. What does that tell you? Does that tell you that,
exactly.
that they're going to put him in the under-21s? No, that's
No,
a
of course
full
not.
squad number.
Yeah.
So, and look, he is a good player. And I know little people are coming out going, oh, he wasn't very good anyway, just to protect. Let's be honest, we're protecting Mikel.
It's all about that and hoping
Yeah.
that, and there'll be those that will hoping he fails
Oh, 100% there is.
to justify Arteta, and I
Yeah,
don't like
100%. And I'm like, I swear, when they were playing for us and playing brilliantly, you were going, oh, they were lovely. And now they've gone, they're going, oh, there must be something not right with him. Because why is he not in the first team? Well, Chido, under Ten Hag, was the third choice striker. And yes, obviously, Ruben's come in now, so that probably has changed. But he's still on a path where he's going to do well. And I guarantee he's going to do very, very well. As long as he bulks up a little bit more, he should be absolutely fine as a good striker. Aiden has more chance getting into the United team, a backhanded compliment in a way. Yeah, look, obviously Aiden knows what Arsenal are planning. There is no secret within the squad and the team, what Arsenal are planning to do, because obviously they hear agents talk around them. So, it's private, but not to the players. So the players obviously know. And obviously Aiden's looked at it and gone, yeah, it's not going to happen anytime soon. And he wants to move. So good luck to him. The fact that he put out his statement, I think it was this morning, about being a North London boy. It was always his dream to play for Arsenal and all that kind of stuff. That was gut-wrenching for me. Obviously, it's a little bit different with Chido. Wasn't quite the same. Wasn't the history at the Hale end, but Aiden was a bit like Nathan. He's been at Arsenal pretty much all his footballing career, and it's gut-wrenching, that one. I'll be honest.
Yeah, it is.
But that's just me. I obviously, how much I love Hale end and how much I want to see our kids come into the first team. But it is what it is. Simba saying we'll see how it goes. I'm not optimistic of signing it at this point, to be honest, but stranger things have happened. Yeah. We'll talk about Ollie situation in a minute, and obviously I will do a show Monday anyway for the transfers, because obviously it is transfer deadline day anyway. But I'm optimistic that definitely one. Who knows, there could be two, and who knows, there could be three, because other things are happening at the same time, and it's really annoying. Villa still losing, obviously they're playing literally near me, so yeah, it's always fun when it's a West Midlands derby. I agree, Bobby. I said we get 1-1 draw at best versus Swindon. Mostly lose narrowly. What if Kai get injured? Exactly.
Yeah. There you go.
And Watkins is injured. Looks like a hammy. Oh, you are winding me up. Is that seriously the case? Is he seriously come off? Hang on, I'm sorry.
I didn't even see him come off.
Hang on, let's have a look. Let's have a look, Key. Oh, he has come off at half time,
No dear.
Hang on, why? Hang on. Why have they made? They've made 4 changes at half time.
Villa.
Yeah.
Emery did that a few times Arsenal, didn't he? When he used to bring on two subs.
That's weird, isn't it? Make 4 changes at half time. Oh dear. For your information, Aston Villa have taken Watkins off at half time. Thank you, Cub. Sorry. Obviously, we're talking about other stuff, so I do apologise, guys. That's weird, that. Show's win at Fleetwood meant nothing, and competitive performance at Notts County meant nothing. He'd be sacked after the next game, in my opinion, just like Simpson was sacked after transfer window. Absolute stupid time to sack someone. Brenny makes a good point. A lot of Howlanders youngsters are out there having successful careers. We have 2 youngsters in the team. What would the correct balance be for numbers in the squad? For me, this is the right. I don't always expect our Highlanders to make it to be like a Saka. I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not delusional. But what I do think that our Highlanders are good enough to be part of the squad. And that's the important thing. Once you get them into the squad, they are squad players. then you're not spending 20 to 30 million pounds on a squad player like a Tomiyasu, Kivior. You're saving lots of money, which guess what you can do with that money? You can put it towards a better first teamer. That's how
exactly.
the club should be run.
That's right.
That's been my point. And I know people think, oh, why do you want all the Haaland? I don't want all the Haalanders. I hope that some of them make it. I know Max Doman will make it because his trajectory right now is just going better and better and better. But I don't look at the Haalanders and go, oh, there's loads of first teamers in there. That I can see.
Same here.
But I do see a lot of squad players.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like an Andy Linegan. Who's going to knock an Andy Linegan? I'm not.
Yeah. No.
Andy
Exactly.
Linegan didn't play every single game, but when he did play, he was important.
Oh, he did a job.
Yeah, exactly. So
he did a job.
That's my point.
You're right. We need. I wouldn't mind an Andy Linegan type of centre back now for when Saliba or Gabriel's unavailable.
Yeah, exactly.
I would take that right now.
Exactly. Like Roy Waters would have been perfect if we had kept him.
I was just going to say him as well.
Yeah, because we wouldn't have had the problem at left back because Timber could have been there and carried on playing there. To be honest, did we really need Calafiori? Probably not, if we're being honest, because there were other defenders we could use.
Miles Lewis-Skelly could have been on the bench this season.
Lino Sousa, kept him. Yeah. Obviously, he's gone off and had a career elsewhere now. But we could go through this all by midnight, if I'm honest. Yeah. Got notification from Carlisle on X, hoping it was a corner flag statement, but no, it was the match interview. Just went not interested. Oh, fair enough. I think that's what a lot of Arsenal fans are doing at the moment with our X because we just keep selling merch. Don't care what BTEC Rodney from Only Fools and Horses has to say in interviews anymore. Liam Delap and Alvarez, two massive talents, left City due to Haaland. It is the problem of having top quality pros in the first 11. Yeah, well, definitely. I understand the path system, but you need to be able to see that you can even get into the squad, and that is where some of our players are struggling to even see to get into the squad. And that's a problem because all we seem to do is go out and buy a squad player when technically we don't really need to. We're goalkeeper wise, we're pretty much sorted. We will buy one more goalkeeper, but that will be it now for quite a few years, I reckon, because we're covered. We've got Setford, we've got Nygaard, we've got Rojas. We're trying to get the young Turkish lad as well. So for goalkeeper wise, we're covered quite a few years. But then you've got to look at our front line. And I'm not being mean to Nathan or Edwards or anyone like that. We don't really have the quality in the forward line that we used to, which is why we're looking elsewhere to bring in the youngsters. Because obviously we've got a budget for bringing in youngsters, and we've tried to get a young lad from St Mirren. I think his name's Mooney or something like that. Because we need the quality and the depth in our youth as well, because obviously we lost Chido. Chido for us was someone that we were hoping would eventually get there, but he didn't see the path because once again, he knows what we're doing in the next window or two. Yeah. And he's like, when am I ever going to get a chance? Because if you sign such a young striker, let's say it's Sesko, he's 21, he's going to be around for 8 years. You know what I mean? So you don't really see a path. So it's so frustrating, I'll be honest. Everyone has to take a slice of apple pie or responsible. I fancy apple pie, to be fair, mate. Mainly players, Williamson and his stupid supporters. No, I've got loads of nice Aunt Bessie's crumble mix downstairs, and I really fancy like an apple crumble. So I'm going to have to make an apple crumble this week. Anyway, who talk nonsense to put you to sleep, acting nothing wrong. Well, as I said, they made 4 changes after. It'd be interesting. He went off. Yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on that, Scott. I'll be honest. He came off. Could be an agreement that he could only play half a game. That is also possible. We'll we'll talk about Ollie in a minute. Carlisle still 5 points off safety. Time to act now. Never mind about eating prawn sandwiches. Oh, mate, you're just making me hungry. I like prawn sandwiches. Still can't believe we signed no one, given the state of our attack. Pathetic. Very good point. Youngsters as squad players, it would be happy. Yeah, well, exactly. I'm happy with that. I don't expect a Saka. I don't expect a Waneri all the time. But squad players, why the hell not? Because I guarantee they will get better and they will fight for their shirt better. And I'm not knocking Tommy, by the way, or Kivior, because they do very well. But they will put that extra little bit effort in because they're playing for the shirt. And they're going to be playing for a position in the first team. So their mentality is slightly different. And I like that. Just remember that. Just quickly look at that 1 minute that Nathan came on. Right, that's exactly what any squad player will do that's come from the Hale end. They will act like a very happy puppy, and I like that. That always makes me smile. Muscle fatigue apparently is the reason Ollie was taken off. I agree with you guys. The problem with the Hale end thing is that we're only promoting starter level players. We're not promoting for the squad. Yeah, that's ridiculous for me. Not disagreeing with you, Simba. I just think it's ridiculous because it's way of saving money, but also putting money in more to the first team than worrying about the squad. Look at what Ray Parler became, 100%.
Best example.
Yeah, just never right man. Owners have invested a lot, but not getting results they want, and not football people. Get rid of these low IQs. People supporters trust too. Do you think Igor Jesus is a possibility in this window? I think he might move, but I'll be honest, I don't know if it's necessary to us. There's a couple of teams in the Premier League that are interested in him.
If he's distant cousins with Gabriel Jesus, then yes.
Yeah. The leader of the trust, the BTEC, Eric Rowan from WWE, only blaming players, nothing else. The head. Thank you, Chris. I knew you'd know who it was. Even Mooney. Thank you.
Yeah.
I will jump off my back, which is 5 floors. Temmie, please don't. If you are, please put something in the bottom.
You're not Omar Little. Come on now.
People say he won't come. Money talks, baby. Loves the project. Went to Plymouth when they bottom to League of League Two. Right. Before we get into the preview, I just want to talk about this. So what people don't quite understand is neither team wanted this to happen. So Arsenal weren't looking at Watkins. Aston Villa didn't want Watkins, didn't want to sell Watkins, I should say. Yeah. This came from somewhere else. I can't say it. I'm not allowed. But you can work it out. So if Villa weren't actively trying to sell him and Arsenal weren't physically trying to buy him, it came from somewhere else. The bid did go in. It wasn't as much as what people are making it out to be. Will it still possibly happen? I think I was on 60% yesterday that it could happen. I'm on 71 today. So it has gone up a little bit, but we have got other possibilities that we can try and get over the line as well. So I don't rule him out, but you've got to question why are Aston Villa looking at a striker, Rashford and Sensio, if no one's leaving, because they do have PSR issues. So they can't go out and spend a lot of money. Mohamed said Boniface is an option as well. Vlahovic is still an option. Watch out for Galatasaray situation because Morata's going there. Why is Morata going to Galatasaray? Just saying. They've already got Osimhen. Why would you need two high earners? Because Morata doesn't go for cheap. He gets a lot of money for what he does. But yeah. So let's talk about Man City. Let's take that off. Right. So we have played Man City 55 times since the start of the Premier League. But right at the beginning of the Premier League, they didn't really exist. 12 draws, 24 Arsenal wins, 13 at home, 11 away, 19 Manchester City wins, 12 at home, 7 away. Recent meetings, the ones at the Emirates, we beaten 1-0 last time, and we lost 3-1 before that. And the last two meetings were draws. Obviously, I think was in the red card last time we played him in the 2-2 as well, wasn't it? Was there a red card in that game?
Yeah, Trossard.
Yeah. That's the one.
Trossard,
Oh, yeah.
red card.
He kicked the ball away, didn't he? Got a second yellow. Is that one?
Yeah.
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 Well, let's move on for that one then. Let's move on from that one. We don't want to talk about that too much. Right, so this is the form guide. We also obviously know what Arsenal have been doing. City, however, they've obviously found some form. They beat Chelsea, which isn't that easy, to be fair. Happily, they beat Ipswich. Obviously, I'll enjoy that. They drew away to Brentford. They beat West Ham and they beat Leicester. So, you can look at those and go, really, Chelsea was probably the only really hard game at Brentford as well. But the other ones, you kind of expect them to win. And Arsenal, well, to be fair, look, let's be honest, we drew with Villa. We just about beat Wolves. We drew with Brighton, who got absolutely annihilated today. Just saying.
Yeah. And we haven't beaten Brighton. We haven't beaten Brighton this season. There's always one, isn't there? Where we failed to beat them.
100%. Hang on, let's have a look. The question is, why is anyone looking at Rashford? Well, that's nearly done, mate. So Rashford's going to Aston Villa. Vlahovic at 0.06 conversion, which should stay far away from my club. Mohamed reckons Osimhen to Juventus. Well, that is an important point because for Vlahovic to leave Juventus want another striker. So that's all I'm saying. There is quite a few dominoes still to happen at the moment. Hey, chat and viewers, please like and subscribe. Good content, great channel, and brilliant people. All help.
Please do.
YouTube.
Thank you very
much, geeks. Appreciate that. Yeah, there is 240 people currently watching yesterday's stream. I think there was 1,700 that watched it on YouTube. There was over 2,000 that watched it on G's X as well. So it was absolutely brilliant stream yesterday. So thank you ever so much, everybody. Can you promise we are going to sign somebody? Yes, I'm still 100% sure. I've not differed on that for a whole window, and I'm still 100% sure we'll sign someone. I just couldn't put my money on anyone right now. I'll be honest. There's so many different options. Tell's still an option. Vlahovic, there's a possibility we could get two because someone else might leave Arsenal before that. And if that does happen, we would have to do an emergency loan signing because that person would have left and that will leave a gap. Now, that will be a European loan. So again, I'm not too worried about it, but just watch this space. There's things that are in the pipeline which still could happen. It could be an interesting few days. And I did say could be a few interesting. It could just be boring. Since the start of Premier League or the start of the Premier League. I always do it from the start of the Premier League, not for what City fans pretend. Start of the Premier League. Just hope Gabriel is fully focused on his overall performance. Have a good battle with Haaland, but don't be silly. I think it'll be Saliba against him, won't it? It's normally Saliba up against Haaland, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's normally Saliba up against Gabriel. Against Saliba up against Gabriel. Saliba up against Haaland, I should say. City were 2-0 up at Brentford 2. Yeah, well, look, as I said, Thomas Frank deserves, and I'm not being disrespectful to Brentford. They are a very good club, very well-run club as well. He does deserve a big club, Thomas Frank. I honestly do think he'll do very well.
And he never played professional football.
No, it's mad, isn't it? Some just haven't, but they become very good coaches.
Amazing coach, amazing.
Yeah, I'm actually not worried about the City game, but deadline day is making me nervous. That doesn't surprise me. Colm reckons Tell to United. It's possible. You and us are the two front runners for Tell at the moment. Tell has got to decide where he thinks he's going to get more game time. But there's also the possibility he doesn't even leave, which I think is stupid personally, because he's not getting any game time at Munich anyway. David Unstink always says Arsenal won't do anything on deadline, but always do. Yeah, well, he just stinks anyway. Mohamed Amoura from Wolfsburg. Who's that? Hang on, let's have a look. Give me 2 seconds, Mohamed. I always like having a look at these players. Doesn't ring a bell.
Sound like an attacking midfielder or winger.
That's an Algerian. He's an Algerian. Who's he been linked with? Oh, he's only just signed for Wolfsburg, so I'll be surprised if he's leaving again. He is a centre forward, though. Yeah, there's not that I'm hearing of anything happening for him, if I'm honest. No, nothing on there. But no, I see. I'll have to look at his profile later properly, and I can see what you're coming from there. He's 24. It's from Wolfsburg, which, to be fair, if you put a decent amount of money, you could probably get him. So I'll be turning CV off on deadline day, not interest. It is the hope that kills you. It is. Yes, I can see all the our Arsenal fans losing their minds at the moment. How City use the wings will be interesting. Can we cope with it? Could create space in the middle, says Geeks. I agree. We'll get into, obviously, the dangers that I feel that City have got. He will get more game time at United because Arteta doesn't play strikers, and United need a striker because, well, this is the thing. A lot of people forget Tell is not actually a striker. He plays on the wings, but he can play as a striker. So, so Tell is very versatile. His main strength is on the left wing, but he can do striker and can do the right wing as well. So for me, he would get game time for us because even if he doesn't start, he'll get a lot of minutes off the bench because I know Mikel loves to change the right back or the left back, but at least he have another option. He can change the left wing and the right wing whenever he feels like it. He seems to have this constant thing with just changing people all the time for no reason. Because he has the same nose as Grizz. He can play across the front three. So for me, I think he'd be perfect for Arsenal, but I do also can see where he would fit at United as well. And obviously with Rashford going, you've obviously got a slot, and you obviously need to bring in players as well. If he is a winger, Arteta will get that done. Play him as a striker who inverts to right back, probably. Versatile annoys me so much. Playing you bloody Well, I don't mind. Look, if obviously there's a lot of midfielders that can play as a DM midfielder and attacking midfielder, so those ones I don't mind. But it's the fact that the left backs play centre midfielder. I'm like,
or Party, for example.
Yeah, those ones I don't like. But obviously, Tell can play. And to be fair, if we think of Saka can play left and right very comfortably. So and he can also play left wing back, as we all know. Martinelli can play right and left. We still think he can play down the centre. We just haven't tried it, but I still think he can. Trossard can do all three. So we have got versatility, we just don't use them like that. Newcastle starting to look shaky even at home. The door might be open for us.
They'll be all right midweek. They'll be up for us. They always are.
What I will say is, obviously, whoever we sign, as long as they're not cup tied, obviously there are a couple of players that are cup tied. However, Watkins isn't. Watkins hasn't played for Aston Villa in the Carling. I was going to say Carling Cup. The Carabao Cup. So for me, it's always the Carling Cup. I'm sorry. It's always the Carling Cup to me.
For me, it's Littlewoods or Coca-Cola.
Or there's always one. It's cup. Always something for you. But for me, it's always the Carling Cup. Watkins could play on Wednesday if we get that done. So that would be interesting. And I do think that we stand a better chance with Watkins in the squad, if I'm honest. But they are looking shaky. And obviously, we kind of need this for the summer, if I'm honest. Okay, we'll put it this way. We need him more than you need him to start off. No. Look, who knows? Look, if the only way that we can get Watkins is Tell goes to you guys, then fair dues. I think on the wing wise, we're okay because we have got Ismail Caballero as well. Sago Jr. is back with us as well. So, we've got some youth. I know we won't ever play him, but I'm looking at it as I'm the manager. I would be okay because I would play the youth. But hey ho. We need a left back who can play inverted striker to Calafiori. To be fair, I'd quite like to see him in training at striker because he has got one hell of a hit on him. And he's got a beautiful strike as well. He's got nice power. He seems to be very good with his precision as well. I've always noticed that they pretty much always go on target. be interesting to see what he's like in training. City just can't handle high intensity teams. Hopefully, we can come out flying and put them under pressure. Well, let's hope so. Or it could become a tactical battle. That's how I think it will be. I think I will be falling asleep tomorrow, if I'm honest. I don't mind intro changing during games, which Liverpool front three of Salah, Mane, Firmino did. Yep, totally agree. At what point does all this invert and turn this into Benny Hill sketch running after the ball?
Exactly.
I call it EFL Cup or League Cup. Matteo Retegui, again, another option because Atalanta are signing players as well. And you got to question why are they doing it? Because they don't really need to. You can have him, but you need to give us Declan. No, hell no. Not happening. Dubai trip, yes. As soon as Newcastle game's over, we're off to Dubai for a few days, which would be nice.
Oh, that is serious.
Hell no. Now you just broke the deal now, mate. That is never happening. Hell no. No. Carlisle fan summed us all up. Positives, Mike surely gone, and I'm getting takeaway. Negatives, Carlisle shit. I love it. Right. So this is the situation between the two clubs at the moment. Obviously, Arsenal in second. Well, they're probably not actually now. I've just thought about it. Realised I haven't probably checked out. I'm guessing are Forest now second? They probably are, aren't they?
No. Forest are third. Apparently, I think we've got a better goal difference than them, but I find that really hard to believe.
Let's just have a quick check. I've just realised. Because
we have got, but because they.
Oh crikey, yeah, but
they conceded 5 last week.
Yeah.
So
okay, so still second. So thankfully, I was right. Jeez, they're fourth. We've won.
That was a statement win.
Oh, 100 against Brighton. Jesus, yeah.
That's what you call a statement win.
Yeah, I wish we could get some of those. You remember the good old days where we actually battered some teams?
Oh gosh, yeah, I know. Quite convincingly, and we weren't granddads going, hitting teams on the counter attack.
Yeah,
I'm a granddad. They should be as slow as me.
We've drawn 8, they've drawn 5. We've only lost 2, they've lost 6. Goals scored per game, though, is 1.9 for Arsenal, 2 for Man City. Goal conversion is 14% compared to Man City's 12. Goals conceded per game is 0.9 for Arsenal, 1.3 for Man City. Chances created very much even, 3.3 for Arsenal, 3.2 for Man City. Just the 5 clean sheets for Man City, though, and 8 for Arsenal.
Surprising that. Very surprising.
Yeah. Home form, obviously we haven't been beaten in the Premier League yet, and I will say yet. 1-7, drawn 4, lost 0. Obviously that's City's home form, but this is the important bit of their away form. They played 12, won 5, drawn 3, lost 4. 23 goals scored, 15 goals conceded. Now the nitty-gritty part, and this is quite important, because you will see with the average possession, 55.2 for Arsenal, 61.3 for Man City. Even though they've not been performing very well, they still boss possession. Shots on target per game is 5 for Arsenal, 6.1 for Man City. That worries me a little bit. Accuracy in passes, I'm just saying but this is still quite a high number, 411.2 for Arsenal. And then you look at Man City's, 550.1 average per game. It's ridiculous. Accuracy in crosses is 5.1 for us, 4.5 for Man City. Similar to accuracy in long balls as well. Obviously, they've got massive Haaland. We've got Kai. There you go. Fouls per match, 11.5. I know a lot of people will comment on this. Fouls per match for Man City is just 7.3. Yeah. Even though they've got Kovacic in their midfield, but they only get fouls 7.3 or whatever. Right, goals 47 for Man City, 40 from open play, 5 from set pieces. I've noticed this. I've been doing, obviously, I do these previews a hell of a lot. I've noticed no one really scores many free kicks. I thought it was just us.
It's so true. You don't remember free kicks used to be the norm, didn't it?
Yeah.
over the years.
And I keep doing all these. Obviously, I do all these previews all in this very similar way, and I rarely have to change the free kick one. I was like, "Oh, you've scored a free kick, lovely," but most of them are 0, and I'm like, "That's quite shocking." I am quite shocked by that because there used to be some fantastic. Oh yeah, trust me, guys. I know when Wolves have scored. Because I can hear them over my own headphones that are on my ears. But I do appreciate you letting me know. Yeah, Cunha has made it 2-0. Funny enough, Cunha possibly can still actually go to Aston Villa by the end of the window.
Oh my God.
It's absolutely mental. That's literally how crazy the window is still happening at the moment. Let's have a look what people have been saying before we get into the next one. No, we're still second. Danny Olmo available on a free. Yeah, the whole court case is just a nightmare in Spain. Tomorrow, gents, I borrowed Doc Brown's DeLorean. Arsenal will win 5-1. Right, honestly, I'll be honest. If we win 5-1, I'm doing it the stream naked, mate. It's as simple as that. It won't happen. So I'm confident.
Bring a sports almanac as well. You know, we can do with that.
Big up to JJ. Hope you're doing well, my friend. I know you're probably not doing that well, but try and keep your chin up. I knew they'd start talking about Carlisle as soon as he came in as well. Wolves just scored again. They're in the mud. They need a new striker. Wink, wink. Well, as I said, they look obviously very close to getting Rashford. Asensio is close as well. I think that's a loan move. And they're looking at a young striker from Nice. Knowing Bobby Luck, it's happening now. Villa after Champions League games, no wins. Just to warn you, we can see the penalty from a tackle in the centre circle. If Saka was playing, we'd probably win by a big margin. I don't know. I feel they're weaker down the right because obviously I think Nunez, for some reason, is playing as a right back for Man City. This is the bit that worries me about Mikel. He's learnt a little bit too much from Pep because Matheus Nunes, obviously I've got to see him at Wolves. He's a very good midfielder, creative, goes forward. And Pep has put him as a right back. Never played right back in his life. And you wonder why City look a little bit vulnerable at defence. I wonder. Maybe because you've got a midfielder there. Maybe. For me, Martinelli or Trossard need to be on it tomorrow. I
hope it's Trossard. I don't want to see Martinelli on the left.
Yeah. No. Right, let's move on to the injured list. So, currently, White and Tomiyasu are still out. Tommy just seems to be forever on this list. I might just take a photo of him and just put him on the actual slide because I think he's always going to be on it, if I'm honest. I remember putting him back in November. And it was December he was back, then January he was back, then February. Honestly, it's just constant. White should be back in mid-February. He had a little bit of a twinge, nothing too major to worry about when he came back onto the grass, but he should be fine. Saka currently is still late Feb, but as I said, I still think it will go into March. I don't see, but that's the date that is official. And obviously Jesus is out for the season, and Raya is a doubt, but he has been training today. Obviously, I don't know any more than that. If there's a knock or anything like that, we felt a little bit of pain. Who knows? It is muscular, so it's nothing major, but at least taking part in training today. For City, Diaz is out till mid-Feb. Rodri is out for the season. Bob, Doku, and Ake are all doubts. A breaking APB for a 6-foot Japanese badass defender missed by. Trust me, I know he's definitely at Arsenal. Unfortunately, he's just constantly injured. I feel really bad for him. He's a good player, and I do like him when he plays. But it's getting to a point where now I'm sorry, mate. Your time's up. But anyway, my 5 to watch for City. I'll probably upset the Silva one when he sees this back, but it is what it is. I like Foden, so it is what it is. But Kovacic, got to talk about him. He's such a hard-working midfielder. I would love him in our squad. So that's how I look at these. When I go, yeah, I'd have him in my squad. Then he makes the list. Obviously, they've got more players than this, and to be fair, I probably could have picked others. So don't knock me just because I haven't picked certain people. They've got a good squad. But yeah, I do like Kovacic personally. Bernardo Silva. The weird thing about Bernardo Silva, other than he's absolutely quality, he has actually got a release clause, and no one seems to trigger it. And it's not even that much. Why is no one just going out and getting him? Because he is quality. Mind you, would he actually probably leave? He probably wouldn't, to be fair. Phil Foden, sorry, but I like him. Yes, he's had a bit of a blip recently, but he does have games where he's absolutely outstanding as well. Savinho, I was hoping way more for when he came in. He started to show it recently, obviously settling period, obviously. But yeah, he's still quality and he's going to cause us a problem, I'm sure he will. And I've obviously got to talk about him. How can I not put him in here? 18 goals in 23 games, and he's having a poor season, which he is. He's having a poor season.
By his standards, definitely.
Yeah, but he's still got 18 goals. So, yeah. Right, the battles. Obviously, Thomas Partey up against Kovacic because they are the bouncers. If Thomas Partey plays in midfield, obviously. That's why I put him, so that's why I call him the bouncer. Goalkeepers, obviously, I've still stuck with Raya, mainly because I don't want to see Neto's stats, if I'm honest. So there we go. Ederson is obviously in goal for City. Unsurprisingly, icing on top is Haaland for Man City up against Kai. 8.93 XG for Kai. He has got 8 goals, so that's good. You know, if your XG is 8.93, you're kind of expected to get at least 8 to 10 goals. So he's on the 8, so he's not doing that bad. Haaland, 18 goals from XG from 17.87. So again, it's your XG will match the goals as long as it does. If your XG is 16 but you've only got 8 goals, then there's something wrong with you. So at least Kai's doing what he should be doing. I know not every single time, but the XG is different. So, and obviously the Magic Maker. Funny enough, Odegaard's not anywhere near. Just saying.
It's no surprise, is it?
Well, supposedly he's our Magic Maker, and supposedly we were missing him through that period that he was injured.
I've not seen no wand up his butt, seriously, so I don't know what people are talking about.
No, nor do I. And obviously Kevin De Bruyne is Man City's, so there you go. Right, let's take that off before we talk about the chosen lineups. Brenny, don't worry, your team is in it. I have managed to do it. Yeah, exactly. Like I said, Scott, there are many players in City, and it's just very hard to just put 5. Marmoush, again, another one. But I do think their midfield will be important tomorrow because I got a feeling if you can keep, if you can keep Odegaard quiet, but just keep him quieter than he has been anyway, we're doomed. So I think Kovacic up against Odegaard will be interesting. Wasn't that? Yeah, pretty sure. He will be marking Odegaard, I would assume. My Arsenal, oh jeez, Runnison, Coquelin, and Mustafi Vela. I have to take Carlos out because obviously he went to my American team and I smashed it over there.
He was a good player. I'll tell you what, he weren't given much of a chance, but there were times when he came into the team, he did a few goals, a few assists. He did all right, I felt.
Yeah, and to be honest, I've obviously got to see him at LAFC, so I love him there. So I'm going to take him out of that one, to be fair, because he's made me smile a lot at LAFC. So, yeah.
I'll be with Sonogo.
Oh, Christ, yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely put Sonogo in it, or Park Young, or anyone, to be fair. I'll be Diarra. Geez. See, this is the problem when you do this, Temi. You open up the vault of nightmares, and all the names start coming out.
Stepanos.
Yeah. Oh, Christ. Yeah. Yeah, I'll be calling Carlisle season out even if we stay up. Who cares? Celebrating me? Yeah, 100%. Vodiel, yep. Tony Beans, yeah. 4 FA Cup since the Kroenkes become majority shareholder, mediocre owners. Look, you can't deny that they put money into the club because they do. They put their money into the club. Now, how Arteta and Wenger have spent it is up to them too, unfortunately, and Emery for that little period. It's down to them. There's literally nothing but more I can say because the owners aren't owners like Todd. Todd, obviously, at Chelsea, just went to buy loads of people as the owner. Leave yourself out of it because that is other people's job. And this is why it's kind of working for Chelsea now because obviously the managers have got more involved instead of Todd just going out and playing Monopoly. Arsenal need to press City, but I don't think they will. Arteta always pragmatic versus City. Don't know why because he's something. Sammy, I've seen your team, so I've started. Odegaard said he wasn't used to being out for so long, then a sickness bug. He's confident that he's going to come back. Yeah, but I'll be honest, Scott, he wasn't that sick. Kai's been sicker. We've had a few people that have had the sickness bug. Just don't forget if you're in a football team, you've got the sickness bug. You kind of all get it because you're in such a close proximity to each other. And I'll be honest, that's a cop out. I like what Declan did when he scored, and he missed. Now, who was that against recently? He scored, but he missed as well.
Was that Declan Rice?
Yeah. Was that Zagreb?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
So he came out after that and was very blunt about himself. He says, I wish I'd had another one. That's what I expect.
Yeah.
Not finding excuses.
He's got the right attitude, the right mentality.
100%.
He's so honest. He's so honest in interviews, and he doesn't care what he says. He'll say anything. If it's a case of it would upset the manager, he doesn't care.
No,
honest guy.
No, he's obviously a respectful guy.
Yeah,
but he's honest about himself, and I like that. Yeah. And I don't like all these poopy excuses from people because having a sickness bug, toughen up. Simple as the amount of money you're paid. Toughen the hell up. It is what it is. Savinho, another Mahrez for me, will kick on next season. Yeah, I kind of expect it. Bruyne has finished, in my opinion. Injuries killed him. To be fair, he's still having a good season, though. I have to be honest. It's not perfection, but for me, he's still concerned.
He may not even start tomorrow.
He may not even start, but who does he perform well up against? It is us.
Oh yeah. He loves it. He loves it.
He loves playing us. So. I always have to just remember what they've done previously to him. I'll have to put him in there because it happens. They perform against us just for the fun of it. Drogba did as well. Drogba did it loads of times at Chelsea. It's just love playing Arsenal.
Yeah.
To be honest, Liverpool not played anyone above them in both Premier League and Champions League. True fact. Right. Let's go into chosen lineups. Brenny, you get to score them. Yay, not me.
You do.
Okay, we're going to start with the first team. Now, I will give a little reason why some people have gone with Neto. Obviously, for the injury to Raya. So this is not picking Neto over Raya. This is for injury to Raya. So this is why Neto will be seen a few times. Okay, so no one panic because obviously I needed to get explanations for it as myself. I said, why are you picking Neto? Raya might be injured. Fair enough. Because if anyone says because he's a better goalkeeper, I would delete him as a contact. It's as simple as that. Okay. So anyway, let's start with the first team. So Neto, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Tierney, Partey, Rice, Odegaard, Havertz, Martinelli, and Trossard as the number 9.
That's if that was Raya, I would have said 8, but I'm going for 7.
No, that's fair enough. Obviously,
Yeah,
we're not down scoring to be mean or anything like that. We get why people have
no,
gone for Neto, and I get it because obviously you don't know, and no
Mm.
one really knows until tomorrow because Arsenal will keep it as hush hush
Yeah.
as possible anyway. You know, who knows that there was a big thing shared today that Raya's turned up at the training centre. Just because you're injured doesn't mean you don't turn up to work. You still turn up.
exactly.
You just
You
get
know,
some treatment
exactly.
instead of doing some football work. I don't know what the big hoo-ha about it was. Next team: Raya, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Lewis, Skelly, Partey, Odegaard, Waneri, Sterling, Trossard, and Havertz.
7.
7. Reason for that? Is it Sterling?
Oh hell yeah!
Okay.
He hasn't shown me anything. I'm
No,
sorry, he
fair
hasn't.
dues. Fair dues. Next two: Raya, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel. Oh, for God's sake, you winding me up.
Oh god!
Fuck you.
I think he's through at the back.
You know what? I'm scoring this one now. 5. Move on to the next one. Sod that.
Yeah.
Neto, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Lewis, Skelly, Partey, Rice, Odegaard, Martinelli, Trossard, and Havertz. What we score in that one?
7.
7. Thank you. Sorry, I'm sorry, Brent. I didn't want to take that one away from you. But...
No. You're lucky because I probably would have gone there all 6. But
okay.
I actually thought it was unless it's 3 centre halves.
No, honestly, why the hell? The fact is, he can still leave by the end of the window, so I don't know why we were talking about him. Anyway, next one: Raya, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Lewis, Skelly, Partey, Rice, Odegaard, Havertz, Trossard, and Martinelli as the number 9. Interesting. Ooh.
Yeah, you see, Martinelli with whatever pace he has left, I think he would. You'd have to. You got to have him up against the last man to do that. You know what I mean? He's got to.
Yeah.
He's got to be on the last man.
Yeah.
That's a 7.
7. Excellent stuff. Raya, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Lewis, Skelly, Partey, Rice, Odegaard, Waneri, Martinelli, and Havertz.
That is
close to yours, isn't it? I think
it is close.
Yeah.
I'm giving this. I'm giving this an 8.
An 8. Awesome stuff. Next two, when they want to come up, there we go. Neto, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Tierney, Partey, Odegaard, Waneri, Martinelli, Sterling, and Havertz.
7.
Yeah, okay. Raya, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Lewis, Skelly, Partey, Rice, Odegaard, Sterling, Martinelli, and Havertz.
7.
7. Just prepare yourself for this one. Setford, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Lewis, Skelly, Partey, Rice, Odegaard, Waneri, Trossard, and Havertz. Now, this person did tell me it's because of what Neto did the other night and because Raya could be injured. So they've gone to Setford. Fair dues, to be fair. after Neto the other day. I can see why.
Yeah, I know. It's I mean, Neto did something that if that had happened, we said last night that would have been the first time ever an Arsenal keeper has actually made a save from outside the box. I've never seen anything like that before in my life.
Oh no, bless him.
Not even on Pro Evo or FIFA. Oh, Setford. See, I haven't really seen Setford at all. I can't judge him.
He played in.
Didn't he play in one of? No, he played in. Was it one or two of the Carabao Cup games? Didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah, he wasn't that bad actually. Right. You know what? It's still. I'd say 7.
Yeah, fair dues.
Yeah.
Raya, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Lewis, Skelly, Partey, Rice, Odegaard, Waneri, Trossard, Martinelli up front again.
That is so close to mine as well.
Yes.
You know what? I'm gonna go with. I'll go with 8 for this one because of Martinelli's pace. When you're playing number 9 and you're quick,
Yeah.
it's always you know, it's a very strong asset to have. You know, your pace if he uses his pace.
Yeah, I get that. Finally, your team. So Raya, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Lewis, Skelly, Partey, Rice, Odegaard, Ranieri, Trossard, and Havertz. So what are you going to give yours? An 8?
Yeah, because I know Havertz in that pick of him, he wants me to give him a 10 because he's got his hands like that, and he wants me to count the 2 thumbs and the 8 fingers. But I'm not going to give it a 10 because it's not a 10. So yeah, 8.
Yeah, I get that.
Thank you, Kai. Sorry, mate. Sorry.
Let's have a look. Let's take that off before we get into the challenge. Just saw Tottenham was 16th. They will stay up, but could you imagine the media circus if that was us up? 100%. 100%. Yeah, very different. Callum Guy at Carlisle has been ill for 1 month now, maybe 2 actually. Yeah, take that with a pinch of salt. He's Williamson out of my ball at only standards. Oh, jeez, Tim.
Here we go.
That's Nichols. Nichols is out for long term, unfortunately, which is a shame. But Kakuri, Kivior, Zini, Marine Slokonga, Ceballos, Akpom. Akpom is close to joining Lille, weirdly, which is an interesting one. Sonogo, Gervinho. This team beats City 5-0. Maybe they're under 9s.
Gervinho, man. Oh dear. He reminded me of Glenn Helder. He just scored a few more than Glenn Helder.
Yeah. Yeah, you're spot on there. Chris saying Neto is a better goalkeeper than Raya. Goalkeeper, yes. I agree. But when it comes to doing this, what Arteta requests of a goalkeeper,
it's
hell no.
He can't do it. No. He's just an old school keeper, isn't he?
Yeah, proper old school keeper. And again, I'm not knocking Neto for it because his job is to be a goalkeeper. And he's good at that. Seriously, Neto is one of the worst keepers I've seen in a while, and I've seen a carry parry and uncontested cross to the net at the African Cup of Natures. Scott Tierney. Look, Tierney is a weird situation at the moment. So if Cini doesn't go, because at the moment the feeling is he will go, then obviously Tierney can't go. But if everything falls through for Zinni, then Celtic will come back to Arsenal and just say, can we have him now? So instead of trying to get this left back on loan, which they're trying to do with a couple of players at the moment, they'll just ask for Tierney as a now, which we will obviously grant if Cini stays. So it all depends on who goes and who stays at the moment. But yeah, it's I still work through it. Yeah, we all do, to be fair. For me, the midfield will be where the game is won or lost. Unfortunately, that's always the case. But big up to AFC, it always is everywhere. Can't believe no one has a certain Ukrainian playing at left back in their teams. Well, just one did. Tierney is still up, the best left back in my humble opinion. Totally agree. Want him to be future. Yep, totally agree on that as well.
Same here.
And I do get this bit. He is made of glass and he does get injured a lot. So, I do get it. We do need a left back that we can actually rely on. And unfortunately, that's the bit we can't.
When was the last time he was injured? When was the last time he was injured? Because
when he was at Sociedad. Oh, he came back injured from. He got injured in the Scottish game, didn't he?
Yeah.
And then we didn't get him back till December time.
Yeah, but he hasn't. Yeah, and he hasn't been out since. Well, I know it's.
Well, no, it's because it's winter. It's because it's winter, mate.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, he plays well. He's normally our best player in the winter, isn't he? He's our best player in the winter time.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh, do you remember that game against West Brom? And he played well that day and he scored. And it was snowing. It was snowing, and he was man of the match that day for me. But he was playing a game like it was 26 degrees.
They've made different in Scotland, guys, I tell you. I'm scoring that team 10-0.
Oh,
Score
awesome
the
player, man.
winners. Jorginho has acceleration of a full loaded tractor. Well, the Jorginho is a situation we need to keep an eye on at the moment.
I'm
Obviously,
quicker than
he has
Jorginho.
assigned a pre-contract with someone already, and that team want him now as well. So that is something to keep an eye on, because
Okay.
obviously, if we can get someone in on loan, then we will. Or don't get too carried away, but a summer transfer that we've already arranged, we can bring him in earlier. So there's a couple of options that's possible. It's more likely to be a
Jorginho, that's
loan
good
now, if
news,
I'm
man.
honest. Yeah, but
Okay.
we have to
Well,
wait and see.
hopefully. Well, I'll tell you what, Bobby. Hopefully, it's late on because my boys they lost 1-0 at home to Stockport today, but they're still in the playoffs
Oh, okay.
because
Oh,
Orient
that's
have
good.
jumped their weight in the playoffs now. So yeah.
I'm not even going to say this because someone will clip me. So I'm just going to leave that there because I'm not saying any of that because I
Can we
can't
not
say
swap
stuff I don't
in?
believe.
Swap in. Let's talk David Moyes, man. Swap in with another Ukrainian who's a better
Yeah.
left back than he is.
Oh, Mikolenko, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I'll take Mikolenko.
Yeah, Neto gives me Runners and vibes.
Mm,
Neto's a very good goalkeeper, so I can't knock him on the goalkeeping part of it. But he's awful with his positioning and his feet.
he did make some good saves on
Yeah, he did.
on
100%
Wednesday. I
he did.
felt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Geeks Tierney just ain't reliable to stay fit. 100%. Greece Scott, but when he is
Yeah.
back in course down the Arteta revival. I'm rating Brenny -10. The team at least lacking a certain all-time great left back.
All-time great
Straight
left back.
trying to wind me up. Anyone watching?
He hasn't seen Tunnel TV's video. Yeah, he's on about Nigel Winterburn.
I won't be watching it live, but I'll probably watch it on playback at some point.
I'm not watching the Andrew fight William. I'm sorry, I'm not watching that.
I only really watch the Rumble anyway. It's the Rumble bit I enjoy. I ain't bothered about the title fights or whatever storylines going on. I just like the Rumble. It always excites me the countdown to who next comes in because obviously we don't really know, which is the best part of it. It's just nice to see sometimes the greats come out and surprise everybody. That's the bit I enjoy. But yeah, sorry, I'm a very sad person. Arsenal failing to win the league would have been slightly bearable if we were able to pick up cups here and there. Problem is Arteta stinks. Oh, 100%.
AFC always. We've been saying this. Bobby and I've been saying this, and just quickly on that, the fact that if we'd have won, got to finals, pick up a few cups along the way, that would have been. You could have just said, yeah. Now we could push on for more honours, and it would give the players such a lift, and winning trophies would become a habit. And very, very upset. I mean, I'm still gutted about the Villarreal game because that semi-final second leg, in that Europa League, that was one of the worst 90 minutes I'd ever seen. There was no urgency, nothing, and then even Aubameyang got subbed. So I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah.
So 100% of that.
Scott said, I think Hulk Hogan might be. Well, from what I saw when he did the live show, I'm guessing not, because he's not loved by the WE people, is he?
No.
We got into the pocket of the wrong person. Beautiful Las Vegas. Oh, I do love the backgrounds on these. I have to be honest. The Vegas Strip just always looks amazing.
Bobby's a CSI fan, everybody.
No, I love Las Vegas, to be fair. I've made peace with it. We are not leaving this period of success with a single title. Other people can believe themselves. All they want will be talking. Look, me and Bren's slightly different on this to the other fans that just go, oh, we'll give him one more season. I'm done with him. I don't think he's ever going to get us there.
I'm same here.
For me, he won't be sacked to the end of the season. For obvious reasons, with second. Next season, he will have to win something because the amount that we're going to invest this summer, he has to. He has to, and would have a proper sporting director in as well. So he'd have zero excuses. For me, there's no excuses this season. If I'm honest, he screwed up the transfer window back in the summer. So, but a lot of fans I've already noticed have moved the goalposts, because last season they were like, "Oh yeah, one more season, that's it." But now they moved them again, and that's their choice. You know, I'm not going to say that they're wrong for doing it, but I won't ever move the goalposts. 5 years. He's got us challenging, but there's enough for me to say that he can't get us over the line now. There's just see his decision making, the fact that he is very regimental with formation, the way that we play. He doesn't squad rotate enough, which does screw us over in the end. Because for me, this is what screwed up Neto the other night. We brought him literally in from the cold. He hasn't played a proper game of football in I don't know how long. So that's why his positioning was all off, because he hasn't played football, like a proper game of football. It's all well and good doing what you do in training, but they're not full-size pitches. So his positioning is going to be a little bit off. So, yes, I agree. Legends always come back for the Rumble. Yeah, I'm sure we'll see 1 or 2 tonight, I'm sure. Top Gooners think that a cement mixer isn't Irish. For some reason, I've got only fools in my head. Brady knows what I'm on about there. Still have to play Forest away. That's not going to be easy.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy at all. Oh, it's going to be a tough game.
It's insanity said it with Southgate, say with Arteta, just be needy man. Yeah, well, Arteta's just a needy man. For me, I just don't think he's got the qualities to do it. Crazy, really, because Wenger was not given this kind of grade with all that he had won 100%. Well, you can blame a certain channel for that. You know what I'm on about. Everyone knows what I'm on about.
Yeah, shame on Channel 4.
Noticed how they seem to be different with him for whatever reason. I don't know what it is, but they seem to change their goalposts. Apart from a couple of people on there, in all fairness to him, Turk and Turkish, and he doesn't change the goalpost. Dan doesn't, but some do. And then there's Mr. Deluded, Mr. Boldman, who is an underwriter. I'm going to put in, because I know he's an underwriter, so I know his job. So I'm taking Robbie out of this. The bold man is so deluded. It's unbelievable. I just don't know what he's talking about half the time. And I remember an interview the other day, and because I was showing it, and I was like, what is he on about? Saying that we're the best team in Europe. And I'm like, what? Where's that come from? Because I'm not saying we're the best team in Europe, but you are. And unfortunately, because it's such a big channel, that's obviously going to get shared, which it has. And obviously, we all get tarnished with the same brush as them, which I don't like, because I have nothing to do with them. No. Absolutely nothing.
Our channel is nothing like theirs.
No, well, I don't particularly like them, because they do have, for me, if you watch enough of them, they seem to have their favourites.
Yeah. It's been like that.
I don't like that, because there is 60,000 people in that stadium.
Yeah.
Do you see different people every time? Because I guarantee you don't.
No.
Because if it was us doing it, I guarantee we would literally just have any random person.
100%.
Yes, we'd have people that we know, like if Cannons was there, Gumza was there, whoever we knew that we saw them, obviously they'd be on, but we'd literally just stop anybody. Yeah. If it was a 70-year-old, a kid, I don't care. Give your opinion of what you saw today. Is it Yardy?
Yardman.
Yeah. I quite like him, to be fair.
Yeah, same here.
But I'm not going to go into Ty.
But Yardman gets shut down at times, and I'm like, why would you? If I got shut down like Yardman did over the last year or so, you wouldn't see me going on that channel again. I'm like, no one's shutting me down to give my opinion. Not happening. I'm sorry. You
see how we do stuff here. It's an open door policy. We don't always get we don't always have the same opinions. Obviously, me and Brenny do, but we obviously do
Yeah.
other shows where we all have different opinions and we all get along. And we just talk about it. We have therapy. That's the
Exactly.
best way we can do it. So yeah, it's just mad anyway. Sorry, I've just gone in the tangent. It's embarrassing for Arteta if a new manager. Well, this isn't helping. And I've seen someone still say that Arteta's the second best coach in the Premier League, and I'm like, how? How is he the second best coach in the league? Because Pep still is the top one because he's won so many honours. He still gets that right to be number one. Currently, I will have to say Slot's number two because Slot's leading the league. Arteta's not. Arteta's not won anything, apart from the FA Cup a few years ago. So I will put Slot second because he has earned the right to be second. And
if you're talking, exactly. And if you're talking about someone who's maybe not have won leagues, but has won European honours, won cups, and European trophies, you'd have to go for Unai Emery.
Yep. Oh crikey, yeah, he's won way more, hasn't he?
But Arsenal fans 7 years ago, they would have said, yeah, but since he'd already been at our club for less than 18 months, they're not gonna admit that, are they? They're not gonna think, well, no, it's not.
100%.
No.
Ashes to ashes, where Del Boy was. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
I know.
They've been... People would know what I was on about.
They've been showing season 2 today. Yeah.
Oh, have they? I love Ty. Yes, I'm guessing JJ is very much like Ty, actually. Yeah, I can imagine that, to be fair. But I can only cope with him for so long. Yep, agree. Big up to Elliot saying hi, Bobby.
Elliot.
We still hold out for hope for Watkins. Well, I will take out Watkins out of this situation. I hold hope that we'll sign someone, maybe two, who knows. But I will take out Watkins out of that situation because I don't think it's definitely going to be him because there are other options as well. So, Julian Uncle Festive AFT said Havertz is our Cantona.
Isn't he? He said that.
You are white. Is he serious to say that?
Oh my gosh!
I love Kai, but
he must be an actor. Julian must be an actor.
Sometimes I do question it. I do question it because I just think,
he's
are
not
you
that,
real?
No, yeah. Oh
so
my god!
I just feel some of the stuff they come out with. I'm just like, you can't seriously mean that.
Yeah.
Some people on AFTV are there for paycheck and forced to be positive. For me,
yes. Yeah, everyone can see
that. Prediction. Tammy, sorry, mate. I'll write that down now. Tammy. Yeah, I know what you're doing, so it's fine. You even let me on. Mate, it's fine. Honestly, you know I have. I've always said, and Brenny, you'll say this, I've always had an open door policy. Whoever it is, don't care. Just come on. Have your say.
Geeks, if you're free, come and watch along more because I'll be on tomorrow for the watch along.
Oh yeah! Oh, awesome.
Yeah, I'll definitely be on. Yeah. I mean, I will not miss that.
Cool. Let's hope we get to the Champions League final by hook and crook. Maybe we can win it. Sorry, I got more minutes than Arsenal Armory, 100%. Yeah. Until Arteta has that 20+ striker, I'm fully behind him. 2 more years, then change, says Scott. Fair dues. I just feel that's too long for me.
Likewise, but it's all about opinions.
Exactly. I think KSC probably might think that's a little bit too long. I think next season is where they might just go, you know what, this ain't working, guys. Because they don't want to keep pumping money into it either. You know, at the end of the day, they're business people. And we know we've literally nothing, really. We've got one FA Cup, which wasn't even Arteta's squad at the time either. Yeah. For me, June 2026 is go, no go. Yep, that's fair enough. Yep. I have no issues with that one either, to be fair. Slot has had an easy transition at Liverpool. All their players work their socks off, plus they have winners in the team. He has adapted to the league so well. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
But with the experience that Arteta's got now, you would think, and to be fair, you have to be honest about this, Scott. With signing Marino, it didn't make much sense. He chose Kai, which hasn't made sense. There's been a couple of signings. You just go, why? Why have you done it? Because we haven't got a striker. We didn't really need Kai. Let's be honest, we didn't. We didn't need Marino. He is not the type of player we needed.
No.
Calafiori, literally no need. Let's be honest. So he has made some errors, and so he's got to get it right next season. He's got to. There's no excuses for me now. Honest God, Julian did say that 100%. My God, he's got to be. Well, he is an underwriter, so I guarantee he does a lot of stuff for the AFTV finances side of it. Just because I remember him. I was at the Arsenal Wolves game when I saw AFTV, and I did say, "Oh, hello, Julian," and he literally blanks you, doesn't speak to you.
Yeah.
Cecil is a very nice guy. I like Cecil. But Julian, yeah, I did question. You're a very, very rude man, mate. KFC says Chris. But people said Liverpool fall off after Klopp and disrespected Slot, saying, "Who is this guy?" We do have a great data team. Yeah, 100%. Liverpool have had pre-pronged trident attack. We have Spork with a sharp edge. Pretty much spot on. Yes. Right. Let's get on to the challenge and then we'll do our predictions. Let's do this. Okay. Brenny knows how to play this game. Mind you, has failed recently, but never mind.
I'm fine now. My head's right now, you know.
All right, good. Right, so you got to choose 6 from the Arsenal, 5 from the opposition. No unavailable players. You can have doubt. 1 defender, 1 midfielder, 1 forward from the opposition must be selected. Once you select a player, you cannot swap it. Formation of the home team is always selected, so obviously it's Arsenal's formation tonight. No former players, present squad only. So, Brenny, your first player, please.
Go for Edison in goal, please.
Edison in goal. Okay. Your next player, please, mate.
Haaland up front.
Unsurprising. Next one, please.
Midfielder. Trying to fit who's it's only because Diaz is out, and so is his name Rodri, of course.
Yeah, he's out.
Oh yeah, Kovacic has been playing well this season.
Yes,
please.
Do you want him as a DM or midfielder?
He can be a midfielder, please.
Okay, Kovacic. Your next player, please.
So that's 3. Nathan Aki, centre back, please.
Okay. And your final player, please.
Go with Phil Foden on the right, please.
Okay. You're very lucky that Tony's not going to score this one because you would have been auto-fouled by Tony. That's for certain. Right. Arsenal players. So obviously right back is going to be who?
Timber, please.
Timber. Okay.
Not Partey.
Left back?
Left back. See, I've got a choice between 2 because Miles has been playing really well there. Yeah. And I'm still a big Kieran Tierney fan. So I'm going with Tierney because he's a quality left back.
Okay. Your final centre back?
Gabriel. Please.
Gabriel. Your DM is going to be Partey, I'm guessing?
Yes, please.
The final midfielder?
Declan Rice.
Okay. And left winger?
Left winger. I'm going with. Go with Trossard.
Okay. So for this one, I feel that you can get a 10 because obviously it's Man City and Arsenal. So you could quite easily get a team that's a 10 for me.
Mm.
If you pick the right players, obviously.
Oh.
Yes, I think Brenny knows where I'm going with this. You haven't auto failed, so you're fine. But I like the midfield. It's one hell of a tough one. I just don't see any creative spark there. Like the
I noticed that.
Right.
Yeah.
Ake, to be fair, I can't really mark you down on that one. But yeah, I probably would have gone elsewhere, maybe a Kanji or something like that. But so for all that, I'm going to give you a 9. Still a good score, but yeah, I just can't give you a 10, unfortunately, mate. Right.
I won't expect that anyway. You're not biased anyway, so that's cool. That's all right. Don't worry about it.
You are up against David and Jason, though. We'll start with David.
David Jason, you mean?
Oh, crikey. Right. He's gone with Raya, Timber, Vodiol, Saliba, Gabriel, Kovacic, Bernardo Silva, Odegaard, Foden, Martinelli, and Haaland. Now, I look at this team, I can only think 10. Now, unless you can think of a reason not to score it at 10, I can't. I think that's a very good squad.
Really
that's a good one. Yeah, David, you're going to get a 10, so well done, David. Now, Jason has gone with Edison, Timber, Vodiol, Saliba, Gabriel, Partey, Kovacic, Odegaard, Marmoush, Trossard. I've got to give him a 10 as well. That's a good team because Marmoush is a very good player. For people that don't know him that well, he is very good. The fact that Arsenal didn't sign him just annoys me because he was gettable, but it is what it is. But no, both of those got very good 10s just because they've got the creative spark. You can see the creative spark in the midfield, which is what Brenny was missing. Partey, Kovacic, Rice. Good luck getting past it, but you're going to be struggling going forward. I know Rice is getting better, but he's not good at it right now. But he's getting better at it, which is fair dues. Right, let's take that off. Let's get into the comments, see what people have been saying. There we go. AFC always. Brenny K. Have you got a YouTube channel? If so, what is it? Because I will subscribe to your channel.
Do you know what? That's something I haven't started that yet, but I'll tell you what, it's something that I will get with. So probably start something this summer. Definitely.
There we go.
I'll start saying this summer.
But you will be able to find. We'll make sure that you find out where you can find Brenny on other socials later anyway. But yeah, be great to see Brenny on YouTube as well. He is an awesome fellow. I failed recently too, which shocked everyone. Yes, you did, Chris. You failed as well. It's been a weird few weeks with the challenge, in all fairness. Raya in goal, says Mohammed. Well, hopefully. Let's hope. Right. Temi has given it a go. Let's have a look. Right, let's just double check you've done the right thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Edison, Timber, Galiba, Vodiol, Rice, KDB, Foden. That's good. Oh, that's a 10.
Yeah.
That to be honest, that is bloody dangerous. I wouldn't fancy playing that team. No. I'll be honest. That's a really
it took him about an hour to go through that. Well done, mate.
Yeah, that's bloody good, that team.
Yeah.
Geeks has given it a go. Raya, Timber, Saliba, Gabby, MLS. Hang on. Oh, okay. I was like, where's the City players in this?
That's what I was looking for as well.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
No, fair enough, mate. Don't worry about it, honestly. Kai was a huge shock. I honestly do think he has focused on the physicality too much in the team. Yes, 100%. I'm telling you to join the revolution resist. It's quite good. It helps you. Like what it does is mainly for when we're playing a game and all of a sudden we get a shock result. If you just respect the opponents a little bit, it hurts a little bit less. not saying it doesn't hurt, but it hurts that little bit less because you have looked at their team. You've gone, they have got some quality players in that team. And it just helps just a little bit. And obviously City are a very good team. They've just not performed very well this season, if I'm honest. I think, to be honest, how many their players would I take? It's got to be half the team, if I'm honest. If I'm brutally honest, and I have to be, I would take half their team. Would you, Bren? How many would you take from City?
I would take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll take about 6 of their players.
Yeah, so there you go, half a team. Yeah. So that kind of puts in perspective where we are and how far away we are from City. So it's 50-50, which is good. Which is good. We're not saying, we'll take all their whole team. And this is why, again, I do it, because you can compare the two teams a little bit, and it makes life a little bit easier for you. Chris has had a go. I know Chris has had a go. Right. Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Gvardiol, got no choice. Still don't like it. 100%. I'm with you on that, but I do accept it. Rice, Kovacic, Foden, Savinho, Haaland, Trossard. Yeah, I'm just double check because I know you keep occasionally putting just 4 players in. No, you've got 5. That's fine. Yep, 10, 100%. Geeks, score your challenge team 1000, says Timmy. Thank you, dear leader Timmy. What is going on? Behave, you lot. I would
Timmy, too funny,
but not wanted Arsenal. No, I get it, but you pick Tierney whilst I'm on here. Trust me, you'll be fine. Also for Zinchenko, Kusanov, and Walker. Well, Walker's at AC Milan now, anyway, so it would be an auto foul due to the fact he's not at Man City. Kusanov. Look, he is a good player. I just feel that, when you just buy someone a bit too quick and just try and rush the whole process, that's what they've done with Kusanov. Kusanov is a good young defender, but way too quick for the Premier League. You've got to kind of learn the Premier League a little bit before you just get shoved in the deep end. I think technically you probably, if Saliba had literally joined us when we signed him, we put him straight in the team, I guarantee you would have seen a lot of mistakes from Saliba at the early stage. But obviously, for other reasons, he went to France, had some time in France, and obviously we got a much more improved and more mature Saliba, where he didn't make so many mistakes. He was still making the little ones, but nothing major, and he's obviously got better and better over time. Foden is a 10 for me. I just think Silva and Odegaard is 2 10s in midfield, 2 attacking, no defensive awareness. Silva hard working, but that's fair. Just my opinion. No, it's fine, mate. Obviously, we all look at football differently, mate. Do it, Brennan. I will start mine.
I'll put it in the chat, okay? I'll put it in the chat.
People should tell Martinelli when he's running, you can put your head up. 100%. Bobby, I'm not listening to your propaganda. I'm bear in mind, geeks, we have had to do this with some clubs that we've had to do it with Bodo Glimt, we've had to do it with who did we play last season? What was their names? Somewhere in Scandinavia. I can't remember what they were now.
I was that in the Champions League.
Yeah, who the hell was that? We do it for every single one. I never rule out a challenge, which does get tricky sometimes. I will be honest, but it's still good fun because you're just looking at their team and you're looking at what quality they do actually have. I remember when we played Bodo Glimt, Solbakken was the one that I absolutely loved, and to be fair, he's doing quite good things now. So it's interesting. Geeks would take at least 7 of them. That's interesting. Arsenal 2, City 2 is what Chris is going with for the prediction. Interesting. 2-2. Get City defensive in set pieces. City have better attack, 100%. Midfield battle is key. Fullback areas too, 100% agree. Do you think City will play similar to the Chelsea game, more longer balls up to Haaland tomorrow? Could be interested. Kusanov criticism is way too harsh. They talk English. Going to take time for him. 100%. Chris, City and Chelsea are the two I struggle with fake football clubs that will melt if it gets too hot. I will not be doing a challenge with Carlisle. Get that out of your head, Bobby. If we get drawn in the cup, Chris, it's happening. Okay, there is nothing you can do about it. I will be doing a challenge between Carlisle and Arsenal. It will be hilarious. Anyway, predictions, Brenny. What are you going with for tomorrow?
1-1.
1-1. Okay. I'm going to go with what I've been thinking all week. It's going to be a 2-1 loss. I just feel that is the way it's going to go. And that will be the end of everything I've been looking for.
Yeah, even the draw will put an end to the.
Yeah, I think a draw will put an end to it all. But
a draw or a loss, yeah.
Oh, M's going 3-1 to Arsenal, 3-1 to City.
If we go 1-0 up, I just see Arteta just turn them to sit back. You just know it. You just know it.
Yeah, protect. Yeah, from
you just
getting annihilated. Scott, I'm guessing that's a 3-1 to the Arsenal. Scott, you're going with the. But M's gone for 3-1 to City as well. Next year, Arsenal in Premier League versus Carlisle versus National League. Yippee! My gut says City, but a 1-0 win. Havertz off his hip. I think he'll take anything right now, to be fair. But I'm going to put your gut down as a defeat as well, Geeks, because I think that's always important to have both down. So City win, yeah, I do kind of. That's how I'm feeling as well, to be honest. I'm just not feeling where we can win, if I'm honest. I think City will just be the proper City tomorrow. I think that's
yeah.
What I see. If Arsenal go offensive, they can win. Yes, because like with Nunes, if Nunes is playing at right back, we could take advantage of that. Especially if it's Trossard's on his day. We've always said this. If Trossard played well, we tend to win.
Yeah,
at least a good result.
Yes.
So hopefully that's the case tomorrow. But as we said, we will be back tomorrow. Watch along and preview. Yeah, that's true. Sorry, I just gave me a message talking about City saying that they have more to prove, which equals fight. Very true. Yeah. Right. So, me and Brady will be back tomorrow for the watch along. 4:30 kickoff tomorrow, isn't it? And then we'll do reaction about 7. Should be able to have time to do it for 7. But Brenny, thank you ever so much for coming on as always. Where can I find you?
My pleasure. You can find me always on here on the Armory TV. It's good to be back. And you can also find me on X and Instagram threads as well.
Thank you very much, mate. But you'll see us both tomorrow on the watch along anyway, as well. Thank you ever so much, everybody that's been watching. Big up to the 374 people currently watching at the moment. Huge pressure on Arsenal tomorrow. It was, 100%. Yeah. I'm predicting we will make City look like an old team. I do hope so. Good luck plans tomorrow. Hopefully you get the result you want. I don't care. I want us to do our job. Yeah, exactly. That's how I look at it. And I know a lot of people saying, Liverpool getting all the luck. I don't care what happens with Liverpool. We're not doing our job right now. And that's the important part.
Exactly.
Thank you very much, Elliot. Appreciate it,
Elliot.
guys.
Cheers, man.
We will definitely see you tomorrow. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day, evening, wherever you are in the world. Speak to you tomorrow. Ta-ra.
See you later.